Hello, boys and girls. Forget the final 3 seconds of the countdown. We're getting straight into it. We've got a busy afternoon. Exciting times are ahead. How are we all doing? What day is it? Wednesday. Oh, it's bin day. Oh, it's bin day. How are we doing on bin day, boys and girls? The bins have already gone, so I'm afraid we're not going to see any fancy maneuvers from them today, which is a shame. Alpha Shipass, thank you very much for the 3-month sub. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, we need to do a YouTube intro and get straight into it. We have got a lot to do. It's going to be a busy day. Kill the music. There we go. We killed the music and full screen it for a YouTube intro. Oh, this is probably going to be the most significant period of time in the history of Leamington Football Club. We're away against West Ham in the 4th round of the FA Cup. That probably could set us up financially for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, depending on how much money if they sell out, we're going to have loads of money. And on top of that, we're 10 points clear at the top of the conference. We could be a Football League team within days. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, we do a little bit of dancing at the end as well when the music comes back on. You'll be glad to know all parts of my desk have now arrived as well. So I am definitely not going to be streaming on Friday because Friday is going to be desk assembly day. The 24 hours starting from the network game tomorrow really are going to be a mess. We've got the network game 7 till 11 tomorrow, and then 11 p.m. on the dot. We will not be running late tomorrow because 11 o'clock on the dot stream ends, and I have to disassemble my computer, move it out of this room, so the only thing left in here, obviously all the stuff will still be here, but the chair needs to be out of the way, the computer and everything needs to be out of the way. There just needs to, all the cables need to be gone. Just needs to be the desk in the room by itself, easy path to the door, because then at 8 o'clock Friday morning I'm picking up a van that I've only got for 4 hours. So I'm picking up the van. My dad is coming over. He's driving an hour, coming all the way over to help me lift this desk into the van, plus a load of stuff from the cupboard under the stairs. Like my board game collection, my comic book collection, my pop vinyl collection, all that's going into this van as well. That's all going off to the storage unit. Then we need to get the van back, and then Friday afternoon is all about assembling the new sit-stand desk and then getting the computer and everything set up again so that I can record the podcast at 10 o'clock Friday night. It is going to be a very, very hectic 26 hour period. But by the end of it, we should be fully up and running. It does mean no stream Friday. It also means videos might be slightly disrupted if anything goes wrong. It won't be videos disrupted on Friday, Saturday. They're all in the can already. It might mean that maybe Monday or Tuesday next week we miss a day if there's any kind of problem getting everything up and running again. But I'm excited. I'll be able to stream standing up. This is the last Leamington stream where I won't be able to stand up. What a wonderful thing, unless it all goes wrong. So, quick recap on what's going on in the save for those of you who weren't around yesterday. As you can see, we are 10 points clear at the top of the league. We're massively clear on goal difference as well. Every year there's a team that runs away with the National League. It looks like this year it's going to be us, unless things go really badly wrong. But in addition to that, we're still in the Fat Cup as well. Of course, we won the Fat Cup last year. Got to be favourites to win the Fat Cup again. And even more exciting than that, after an incredible FA Cup run so far, we have now been rewarded with the big Premier League away game in the 4th round. We're away against West Ham, who, if they fill their ground, they fill our bank balance up. Our bank balance has been turning in the right direction recently anyway, because of the cup run. As you can see, we actually turned a profit in January, which is was that January last year? We've not had many profitable months in the last 5 years. Obviously, you get one in the summer every year when transfers go through. And then occasionally you get one in January because of the FA Cup 3rd round, if you get that far, or other player sales. But we're going to have a profitable February as well. Hopefully we can clear 400 grand and clear the debt. Clearing the debt would be a wonderful, wonderful thing. CRM Doodle, thank you very much for 8 months. Is Nerdphonic on standby? Not officially, no. He did, when it was all going to be happening last week, he did offer. And I said, hopefully I won't need you. Watch this space. I haven't spoken to him since. I might need to speak to him and see if I can get him on standby again. Just in case. Oh, it'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen? Candoras, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Ultimately, Matt didn't set this up in the first place. I set it up and he just fixed it when I broke it. So I should be able to set it back up again. It literally is just a case of plugging everything back into where it's plugged in at the moment, eliminating any of the superfluous wires, and actually doing some cable management, because obviously when the desk's going up and down, it can't have cables everywhere. But because I've got the desk on wheels, it'll be easier to do, because I can just wheel the desk out into the middle of the room, go behind it and do the cable management like a normal person, standing up. I can have the desk high, stand up, do the cable management nicely, rather than crawling around on the floor under the desk like I had to here, which is why there was no cable management. So fingers crossed it'll be okay. Just a PC and a table. I mean, it's not quite that, is it? It's not quite that. There's all the monitors and cameras and brackets and various things that need to go into the right places. There's 3 games consoles, a PC, 3 monitors, a Mac, a microphone, 3 cameras, a Go XLR. I think that's everything. And of course the sit stand mechanism. Oh, and the lights. I've got the Elgato lights as well. It's all connected to the desk and all connected to the PC. So it's more complicated than just being a PC and a table. If that's all it was, even I could cope with it. But I do have a first-class honours degree in computer science. You know, if anyone can do it, I can do it. Surely. Hashtag it'll be fine. Exactly. And if it's not, if it all goes wrong, worst that will happen is we'll miss the podcast this week. And then I've got 2 days over the weekend to fix it. And it'll be fine. Plus, I've got the new camera bracket that's here as well. I've got a nice little stand for my Go XLR to stand on. And my monitors, I've got monitor brackets now, because at the moment, the monitor that I use as a TV is on a bracket attached to the table. But these two are just on the stands they came on. I haven't got them on little movie brackets, but I've got the brackets as well. So I'll be able to move the Go XLR, and the Stream Deck will be under where the monitors are now. So I'll actually be able to use them a little bit more rather than leaning all the way over there. Just need Matt on standby. Exactly. I'm sure he's watching. He's a big fan. Make sure you're on standby, Matt. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm a big boy. Right. Dartford in the Fat Cup then. Easy stuff. And this is a software degree person speaking. I feel the same pain. But the problem is you have software degree now. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, absolutely. I have no idea about hardware. It'll be fine. I can surely plug the right wires into the back of a PC, though. Currently hiring for an IT help desk person if you need to come back to work. Oh, dear me. Just turn it off and on again. Thoughts on Cody leaving AEW? I don't want it to get too wrestly this afternoon. We talked about wrestling a lot because that news broke in the last half hour of yesterday's streams. We talked about it quite a bit yesterday. I'm just interested to see how it all pans out. They're my thoughts at the moment, really. I've tweeted some Kev hot takes over the last 12 hours or so. But yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. I'm intrigued. Does the desk go really low too? What I'm asking, is there a chance of a duvet day stream? No, I think it only goes as low as a normal desk and then up to a normal height. Weather report. It's a bit early, but I'll oblige. It's cold, but clear skies. Looks nice out there. Feels windy. The blinds are rattling in the wind, so I think it's windy. But seems nice enough. Apparently, there's storms over the next 3 days, though, which is nice. Just as I'm trying to take my desk across a storage unit car park in the rain. It would be lovely. Mamba Toro, thank you very much for 4 months. Do I think Cody will go to WWE? I think he's just as likely to do that as he is to not. I'm sure he's got a plan. He's a clever man. He'll have a plan. Did I get confirmation about the Leamington shirt? Yeah, this morning. So I'm guessing they did it manually as part of sending it out. I'd like to think by the next Leamington stream, my shirt should be here. Be interesting to go on the website today, see how many shirts they've got left, if loads of us bought them yesterday. Right, come on, boys. It's not acceptable to be losing here. We were in such good form yesterday. We can't now start losing just because we've got West Ham to play and we're excited. Let's not blow promotion and blow the Fat Cup. That would be a disaster. Five shirts in stock. It's not like they need an automatic system to handle it. I mean, you talk about it as if that's a difficult thing to do. If you're building an e-commerce website, it's just, I mean, to me, logically, it's easier to have that automated than not. As something is bought, it just reduces the stock level on the database by 1. I mean, that seems easier than having someone go in and do it manually. If the website knows how many are in stock, it seems insane that a human is keeping tally of that. Do they sit there and update the tally when they sell one in person as well? It seems mad. All right, come on, gentlemen. We need a goal. They have computers in Leamington. They're loaded in Leamington. Of course they have computers. Remember, Leamington's full of rich people. I think a club of Leamington size would do that more like a human does it. Well, that's insane. I mean, it was a ropey old website anyway. I could build them a better one, and I haven't done any web development in 10 years. Flexing computer science knowledge with my fancy automation. It's not fancy. It's logical. Dr. Foster gets it. There you go. Because otherwise, you're at risk of selling too many shirts that you don't have stock of. Like yesterday, if they only had 5 shirts in stock and they're not updating stock levels until they dispatch the next day, and I'm here on stream and sending 10 people their way to buy shirts, that means they've then got to process a bunch of refunds as well. I'll build them a better website in exchange for becoming their shirt sponsor for free. I want LOLLUJO on the front of their shirts. This is the same club with a horse next door. Exactly. It's probably not that expensive to sponsor their shirts for money. I don't expect to be doing it anytime soon. LOLLUJO, official IT. But yeah, this is my move back into having a real job again. Missed out what happened with the shirts. They finally got some shirts in stock on their website. I don't know how long they'd been in stock. All I know is when I started Non-League to Legend and went to buy a shirt, they didn't have any. All they had was that training shirt that I bought. And a baseball cap. I think it was the only 2 things they had in stock. So I just assumed they'd sold the shirts that they had for this season, and that was that. But we were talking about it on stream yesterday, and someone said they've got some on there now. So I went over and bought one, and then at least a couple of other people went over there and bought them as well. I don't know if they've still got stock today. I imagine they probably have. Leamington FC. We're through to the next round of the Fat Cup, by the way, which is lovely stuff. It is a ropey old website. The shop for sure is. Looks like they do still have shirts. Plenty of shirts. Let's see if they've updated the stock level. So I bought a 3XL. 4 items in stock. It's updated. I'm the only one who bought a 3XL. So they've got 5 smalls, 4 double XLs, only 1 large, and 4 triple. So it looks like they've got 5 of each in stock. I've bought one of them. Someone else has bought one of them, and then they've sold a few large ones. The scarf's quite cool. I should have got a scarf as well. They've got 18 scarves. But it's such a weird website. It's illogical the way it works. Because you try and buy something. If we add that to cart, and you get this whole situation, you don't go to a new page. It just pops open this little window. And then from there, you proceed to checkout. And then you have to log in, but it's still got that at the bottom. So you log in and you have to hit continue shopping there or next there. If you hit proceed, if you fill in all your details, then, well, I proceed to checkout again. It brings you back to this page and you get caught in a silly loop. So you have to fill your details in and hit next rather than register or log in. Or it's a bit broken. It's a bit broken. Yeah, if anyone wants a Leamington shirt, act now, because I imagine they won't get any more in. As a web dev, that hurts me. Exactly. Horrible, isn't it? So if anyone wants to do a good deed and offer to update their website for them, for free, of course. I doubt they've got any money. I'm a back-end dev and I can make a better site than that. I've not written a line of code in 10 years and I could do a better site than that. Problem is updating that website will cost more than creating a new one. Yeah, when I say update, I don't necessarily mean fix that one. Just build them a new one. All they really need, I've taken it down now. All they really need is like a front page that they can put their latest news on, a page for a squad list and a fixture list, and a shop that works. We're away against Barrow in the next round of the Fat Cup. Yes, we'll take extra time. Are we playing that before West Ham? Straight after West Ham, the next weekend. WordPress plus the e-commerce plugin. I mean, it would work, and it would probably work better than that. Is it bad that staying in the same league 3 or 4 times and then going up is like a perfect way to play FM in my eyes? It's not bad at all. I mean, to me, it's more realistic, isn't it? If Leamington were ever actually to make it to the Football League, this is how they'd do it. They wouldn't go back to back, would they? How Peterborough Sports getting on? Last time I checked, they'd fallen off the pace. So I think we're probably not going to get them in FM22, in FM23. Peterborough Sports. What's the best way? See, their website's much better straight away. Wonder what their shop's like. I mean, it's quite similar. It's the same guy make all the... No, this is immediately better. Although we're now stuck because I've hit add to basket and nothing's happened. I've now got 2 in my basket. Yeah, this one's trash as well. What is it with non-league football clubs having terrible websites? Who's building these? I've now had... So you have to go up here to place the order. And now I need to take my quantity down to 1. The only problem is I couldn't buy one of these because they've got B residential on the front, and that's my old landlord. Well, not landlord, it was the letting agent that we rented our old house through in Peterborough. And I had a falling out with them. We didn't get our deposit back. So couldn't possibly support them. But yeah, we were here looking for a league table, weren't we? Right. How do we... League table. Click here to view the league table. And then it takes us to an external site. Oh, they're not... Oh, okay. They're going to need to do it via the playoffs. Banbury look like they're running away with it. Although everyone else has got games in hand. So actually, it's not that cut and dry. Although it is. I mean, they are 23 points behind Banbury. So they're not catching up even with 3 games in hand. But they're comfortably in the playoffs. 3 games in hand on the nearest chasing team. So fingers crossed they can sneak up through the playoffs. I think it's a ridiculous playoff system at this level. But yeah, fingers crossed they can sneak up through the playoffs. Chucky, thank you very much for the sub. The guy who owns Peterborough Sports is the guy who owns B Residential as well. So I probably shouldn't. I can just imagine if I end up managing them on FM. The conversation. I've had a nice run of clubs being really nice and working with me, and it being a really nice relationship with them, where I email back and forth, and we're active. They're active on the social media with us, with Leamington and Kettering and Kings Lynn and Nuneaton. It's going to be a little different if I end up managing them. Rushton and Diamonds are way down there. Well, that's the Rushton and Diamonds Phoenix Club. And it's not that far down. It's only tier 7. Yeah, we're getting promoted this year. Of course we are. Of course we are. Mr. Monsoon, thank you very much for 6 months. LOLLUJO versus Peterborough Sports grudge match. We've made an offer for a left back. Why on earth would we need a left back? We've got lots of them. It's probably the position we've got the most squad depth. Kyezu, Gilks, Cairns are all fine. On Earth 1, Kevin Cairns is playing week in, week out for Leamington in League 2 years later. So I know he's good. We know Gilks is good. Kyezu's our record signing. I would say that's the position we need to strengthen the least. Is he going to be free? Yeah, we're not going to sign this guy. We'll withdraw that offer. Leave my director of football to find me somebody else, maybe. Expanding the Conference North and South to 24 clubs each from next season. So does that mean an absolute ton of teams are getting promoted? Does that give Peterborough Sports more of a chance? Song playing gets stuck in my head after the streams. Yeah, can you imagine what my Spotify Wrapped is like at the end of the year? It's just this kind of music, and that's it. I used to like Spotify Wrapped. It's been ruined the last few years. That could be the title of my autobiography. Streaming ruined my Spotify Wrapped. The Kevin Chapman story. It's got million seller written all over it. Right, we play Bromley. Let's go and beat them. Oh, so they're not letting a load of teams get promoted. They're just not doing much relegation. That's a shame. I was hoping they were going to give Peterborough Sports an easy way through the door. Dun, dun, dun. Come on. I have officially made a decision about the channel formerly known as the vlog channel as well. I am going to be doing nerdy content on there starting soon. I recorded a video last night that is currently in the hands of Chris, who is going to be doing the editing over there for me as well. He's turning that into a video. me explaining what's happening on the channel. And then we're going to start doing some unboxings, some toy hunts, some looks through my various collections of things. It's going to be awesome. Quite excited. It's the first time I've been excited about that channel in a long time, so that's got to be a good thing. So expect to see that starting soon. Kevin Toys review. I mean, it will still just be called Kevin Chapman. I don't need to change the name of it again. It's been under so many different names over the years. It's fine just to have it as my name. What I do need to do is come up with a new thing to call it when I'm talking about it on here, or when I'm talking about it to Chris and saying, I've got a new video for that channel. I can't keep calling it the old vlog channel. But it's not the second channel, because that's LOLLUJO 2. That's what I've been referring to that as. So we've got main channel, second channel, different channel, the other channel. I don't know what we call it. LOLLUJO 3. Third channel. But it's got like 110,000 subs. It can't be the third channel. Nerd channel. Spam channel. Some of you are doing suggestions that are too long. It needs to be one word. One short word. Main channel, second channel. It's for the last 2 years, it's been main channel, second channel, vlog channel. That's easy. I can manage that. Pension fund. I wish. Even at its height, that channel never made any money. Even when it had twice as many subs as the main channel, it never made any money. Toy channel. Toy channel is not a bad one. Fun channel. Oh, I like that. The fun channel. The hobby channel. Because it, in more ways than one, it's what I'm doing as a hobby, because I don't expect to make any money from it. Any money it makes, I'll be paying straight out to Chris to edit the videos. We'll call it the hobby channel, because it's a channel I'm doing as a hobby to talk about my other hobbies. Sorted. Hobby channel. Oh, what was Goodrum trying to achieve there? Oh, there we go. We got the goal anyway. Huzzah! Ethan Page has a toy hunt every Sunday. Yeah, I watch Ethan Page's stuff sometimes. There's that whole little group who are wrestlers who are also nerds. You've got the Matt Cardona and Brian Myers. You've got Ethan Page. Eva Luno does bits of it as well. Yeah, Danhausen does a little bit of toy stuff every now and again. I like all of them. That whole little group. Uses in again here. But it's going to be fun. Someone asked before, why do I not want to vlog anymore? The video that's coming out will explain that in a lot of detail. But the simple answer is, I mean, there's two main reasons. One, I've not enjoyed it for years. It's been a chore for a long time. And two, I don't want to share information like that anymore. I don't mind people knowing about my life, but by the end of this year, my kids will be 20, 18, and 16. 2 of them will have left home. All of them will have left school. I want them to be able to get on with their lives without having weirdos being weird. like when Lucy was working at the escape room a few years ago, the amount of people who went to find her there. So weird. But at least she was equipped to cope with it. If people find out when, where, and any kind of detail about Andy, when he moves, where he moves, what he's doing, I don't want to share any of that because people will go and find him and be weird, and he won't be equipped to cope with it without us there to protect him. So there's that as well. Oh my word, that was going to be the greatest goal in history. Look at the bend on this. We're going to get back to what I was talking about in a second, but the bend on this shot is insane. Who is it? Is it Conte who hits it, or it's Brian Ward? Look at this. That bend. And Theodros is just there to tap him. Lovely. Yeah, so people are weird. My brother is starting a business at the moment and said, do you want to promote it? And I was like, well, I can, but be aware you'll just become part of the LOLLUJO pilgrimage if I do. If I mention what your business is and where your business is, it won't generate more business, more money for you. It will generate a bunch of looky-loos who were turning up to just have a look. So he's like, yeah, okay. Maybe not then. Maybe we'll leave that. That was quite an impressive result, wasn't it? Bromley are in the playoffs. We go down to 10 men and score 3 goals. We now have 13 points clear at the top of the league. Hughes is top scorer. Goodrum's best player and close to top assists. Our front two are quite good, aren't they? Don't say it's owned by my brother. Just act as if it's a sponsor. It's not the type of sponsor I would ever have, though. People should let people live their life as they want to live their life. Yeah. LOLLUJO pilgrimage. I know it sounds wangy. That's literally what people do. They come looking for us. There's still people now trying to figure out where we live. Every now and again, I'll get a message from someone saying, I saw you in X. Now I know where you live. Well, you don't, because for a start, I don't really go out near where I live. Do we need a right back? I don't know that we do. I don't know what the push for fullbacks is. We don't really need anything. I think that's the thing. Director of football seems to think we need some fullbacks. I guess we need a right back more than a left back, because Brian Ward's our best defender across the board. So a proper right back would allow him to play centre back. Yeah, we'll take a right back. We'll take a freebie right back on loan. I don't mind that. I don't get how people can be so strange. They just are, aren't they? People are odd. Probably just Dr. Benji on loads of accounts trolling. We all know where Kev lives. He shows it off every time he moves clubs. Exactly. I live in Coventry. We looked at it last week. But like, well, sometimes we'll go places and people, there'll be people following us around. I don't mind. I quite like people coming up to me saying hi, asking for a selfie. It's a nice little ego stroke. But then you get the opposite end of it, which is there'll be a group of teenagers who are like 20 yards behind you for 20 minutes wherever you go, and then later on in the day they'll tag you in an Instagram post. It's a shot at the back of your head. I saw you in blah blah blah. Well, what are you following us around for? Taking pictures, you freak. Just say hello. Ah! So yeah, that was a very long-winded answer to why I don't want to vlog anymore. All of the above. And I mean, realistically, I've not vlogged for 2 years anyway. If you look back through the content on the channel, we're going to have a quick look. You've set me off on one now. This is what you lot asked for this. We look at the content for the last however long on this channel. When was the last time we were vlogging consistently? So that video, then we went on holiday. We went to Nottingham, Comic-Con, EGX, Anna's graduation. We did like little bits of vlogs here and there in the summer. But realistically, we've not consistently vlogged for a long time. He says daily vlogs are back. We did vlog every day in August. And I was quite open at the time about why I vlogged every day in August. Home had ended. Born in the USA wasn't going very well. And we didn't make very much money on the main channel in July. So we decided to vlog every day in August to try and balance the books a little bit. We will do a posture check. There we go. You can almost see my entire Jungle Boy t-shirt now. I'm posture checking. Oh, I think I've locked my shoulder. Couldn't get my shoulder any higher than that. Oh, right there across the back of my shoulder. Feels like I've pinched a nerve in there. I've not noticed that until I had to straighten my arm out. Ow. Is it this Twitch channel? Is Twitch profitable for me? Yeah, well, I don't know. Define profitable, I guess. I would be better served spending my afternoons making YouTube videos, probably. If YouTube went away tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be able to survive full time on what I do on Twitch. It pays less than a full-time living wage. Although I guess that's just Twitch in isolation. I've got the NordVPN sponsorship as well. Plus the LOLLUJO 2 stuff. I imagine I mean, then that's YouTube. I sort of just about break even, I imagine, on time. But it's fun doing it. I like being able to chat to you lot every afternoon. It's cool. Townsend, thank you for the 2 months. Hot tub streaming. Oh yeah, one day. Didn't have YouTube stream more and ultimately get my money from streaming more. I mean, I'm happy to talk numbers. I made £1,200 from Twitch last month, I think. So even if I stream double the hours, that's only £2.5 grand. Which out of that, if there was no YouTube, I guess I wouldn't be paying Chris anymore. So you can ignore that. But paying tax on that, we couldn't, bearing in mind I'm the only earner in the house, we couldn't survive on just that, even if I doubled what I was earning from Twitch. YouTube went away. Would I give full-time streaming a try? Probably not. I'd probably go and get a real job. How many hours a week do I spend doing Twitch, including prep? I personally spend on a week where I actually get to stream every day, because that's the other thing, streaming, because it's time dependent, as in if I'm not available in the slot, I miss a day. It's not often I do a full week, but if I do a full week, there'll be 4 3-hour streams plus the 4-hour network game. So what's that, 16 hours plus probably, I don't know, an hour a day total outside of that, just doing the other bits. So let's say 20 hours a week is spent on Twitch. But then Chris is spending another probably 20 plus hours working on that Twitch stuff too, which I'm paying him for. So that's effectively full time as it is. But yeah, I spend about 20 hours a week probably, unless it's a showdown week, and then it's more. On average, I stream for about 60 hours a month. And then there'll be the extra admin and promotion-y bits as well. Speaking of the only Anna, what's Anna's plan? I mean, that's another one of the things we're keeping private, really. Because everything she does, she gets criticised for. So, yeah. If she decides to share at some point, she'll share. She's certainly not going to be streaming and stuff. She didn't enjoy that. So she gave it a try, didn't enjoy it. That's off the table now. I mean, you are right. She can't really choose anything else until we know what's happening with Andy, because as it stands right now, he leaves school in 4 months' time, 5 months' time, and there is no plan. There's nothing in place at the moment. So she kind of needs to be here, because if she's out at work and he's at home all day, I ain't streaming anymore. But what Chris does is more for YouTube, right? Yeah, although it's dealing with Twitch stuff. What Chris is doing is growing the Twitch, for sure. I would class, I mean, the LOLLUJO 2 in general, if this is boring, tell me, because I know this is very nerdy, businessy stuff. This is the sort of stuff that Ben moans at me for talking about. But the LOLLUJO 2, for me, is completely intended to be a break-even thing. The idea is every penny LOLLUJO 2 makes goes to Chris to fund him making the content for the LOLLUJO 2. So creating that second channel doesn't directly have any benefit to me. The benefit it has to me is by it being zero sum, by it being a break-even thing, it's a whole load of promotion for the Twitch channel on a different platform. That's the idea behind it. So we've got videos coming out most days that are promoting the fact that I'm streaming here on Twitch, and then that has increased the size of the stream. We've got 600 people watching at the moment. If you go back 3 months, I didn't have 600 people watching. So we've got, I mean, obviously there's a combination of the work Chris is doing. The network game's been a big help. The streamer showdown over the long term's been a big help. But they're all different things trying to increase the size of the stream. Means you lose your 2, lose your Chris edition. Maybe. He gives us far too many chances in each game without putting them away. He's that kind of striker. He gets the amount of chances he gets because he's so quick. He's just one of those strikers that's always going to get a lot of chances. I mean, the fact is he's got 23 goals this season, which is 5 more than anyone else in this league. So he's on a 7.44. He's got 30 goal contributions in 32 matches. Yeah, he's missing a lot of chances, but he's the striker we've been looking for 8 years. We finally have the guy. How many times have I said, if we could get a guy to get 30 goals a season for us, we'd win the league easily? We've got him, and we're going to win the league easily. If Twitch blows up to like 1K consistent viewers, will Chris do a face reveal? Chris's face was in the first video he edited. I forced him to do it. And anyone who watched Kanga FM back in the day, that's Chris. So if you ever watched him when he was doing his streaming and his YouTube stuff, that's him. He was around in the chat here for years. Chris's face was in the video that came out today, was it? I should start watching these videos before I release them. I prefer this kind of chilled out stream, just chatting like the network game with you, having a laugh. I like them both. They both serve different purposes for me. I like this. This is fun. But the podcast and the network game are the only times of the week that I talk not in person, because I'm still doing it over the internet. It's the only time I hear adult voices talking directly to me that aren't Anna. So they're the closest I've got to work colleagues, or dare I say it, friends. It's the closest thing I have. Friends. Yeah, exactly. So that's important to stop my brain from melting. He misses too many chances. 6 goals in 4 appearances in January, and an 8.15 rating. That was just in the league as well. He also scored in the FA Cup against championship opposition. What a man. Manager of the month, Kev, of course. Coming up to the end of my first year being monetized. Can't believe how fast it's gone. Enjoy the community aspect of things. Did get help of Football Manager streamers, which is how great the community is. Yeah, it's a great community. It's awesome. Can't be friends with someone who resigns. That is true. We're being recommended Christian Clith, who we had here on loan for the first half of the season and didn't use. I think my scouts, someone needs to have a word with my scouts. All these right backs, these offers are all being declined because we're not offering any wage contribution. It's all well and good him keep going in and offering for right backs. He's just offering fantasy players that he's never going to get. Right, it's nearly West Ham o'clock, which is nice. I'm very excited. FA Cup 4th round from non-league. Who'd have thought? When you do the stream showdown, does it seem like you get on well with them in the lowdown? Am I wrong thinking that? Absolutely, you're wrong thinking that. It's so I consider the showdown as just WWE. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? The very first person in the Football Manager community I met in person on the 9th of March 2017. The very first Football Manager person I met. Here he is, look. Hold on.
So to let her know I'm still alive.
Is this me in the car park? I want his full face reveal. Here he is, look. Who's this? Who's this? Who is that? It's only Nerdphonic. There he is, look. Fixing my laptop for me 5 years ago. I can't decide if that's my filthy car or his filthy car. I think that's my filthy car. It might be his filthy car. We're both known for filthy cars. Yeah, that's Matt fixing my laptop for me all those years ago in a car park. Because we met at a car park halfway between our two houses. So yeah, we get on fine. Good old car park tech support. People assuming Kev isn't friends with Showdown people. If they didn't get on, Kev wouldn't be invited to participate. Exactly. I mean, the fact when I had my heart issue last year, it was Matt who drove me to hospital. Anytime I have anything go wrong with the computer, Matt's straight here. So yeah, He doesn't live too far away from me. You need to understand it's my gimmick. Yeah, exactly. I said right from the start, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it as wrestling. I get to play it being a pro wrestler. So I got to do the first few showdowns playing the baby face. And then after I won it a couple of times, had my heel turn. And I don't know, I think I'm slowly turning face again recently. Although ruining Curti in that final showed I'm still not a full babyface again yet. Triple H Reign of Terror. Yeah, exactly. Call you a tweener. I think I am a tweener. And I've said for like a year, 2 years, however long it's been, it's all set up perfectly for Ben to beat me in a final, to win his first showdown, and for me to take my first loss in a final. That's the ultimate storyline. If we can get that, and if we can do it in a last one of the year or in a live one or something like that, it'd be exceptional long-term storytelling. You'll all be convinced it was all staged all along. It was all predetermined. He set me up as his unbeatable champion just so that he could be the one to beat me, to make himself look like a hero. That's all it is. We were supposed to lose to Curti in the final for the storyline. Couldn't be Curti. Curti was trying to do his Drew McIntyre story. Flop in the showdown the first time around. Got released. Went around the indies. Won a few titles on the indies. Came back for his crowning moment against the dominant champion. Bang! You're not having it. Get back to the lowdown. This is not going well. Kev is Lesnar, Ben's Reigns. I'm the Undertaker and Ben's going to be Brock Lesnar. That'll how it works. That'll be how it works. Drop some points there, boys and girls. Is Anna my Heyman? She's my Elizabeth. Now Anna's from the hood. She's China to my Triple H. she's harder than I am. If anyone really messes with me, she'll batter him. Yeah, we are dropping points because the West Ham game's coming up. We know how it works by now. We know the drill. We can even look at it this season. Immediately before the FA Cup second round, we dropped some points. We didn't before the third round, but I guess we didn't have time to. But I think we did it earlier on in the season as well. Yeah, before the fourth round, we dropped some points. Before the fourth qualifying, we dropped some points. Anytime there's a big FA Cup game coming up, we drop some points in the league because heads get turned. What would Zealand be? Kurt Hawkins. No, seeing someone like Jack Swagger got his one title run because they thought he was going to be the next big thing. So he got his one win, and everyone was like, actually, you know what? Back to the mid card with you. Who would Tom be? Kenny Dykstra off of the Spirit Squad from years ago. Too young to really be allowed to be involved. And he'll be done by the time he's 25. Right, let's not drop any more points here. Tom's Nicholas, the kid who won the tag champs with Braun. Yeah, I like that. That works. I'm pretty impressed that you remember that kid's name was Nicholas. I hope you had to look that up, otherwise I am a little bit worried about you. Can anyone suggest the best kits, logos, face pack? Jack did a good video on it. Sorry, Jack did a video on it that had some good information. No, still not right. Jack did a video in the description of which he links to some stuff. I only remember useless things. Oh, what a wonderful... I mean, that's the sort of skill that's really handy for Trivial Pursuit. I'm infuriating when I play Trivial Pursuit or Buzz on the PlayStation, if you remember that. Because I know stuff about stuff that I shouldn't know stuff about. For example, I'm really good at getting Star Wars questions right in games like that, despite having never seen the Star Wars movies. Anna gets furious with it because I'll get a question, she'll know that I don't know the answer or shouldn't know the answer, and for some reason I'll just know, and I don't know why I know, I just know. We did a football. Rawr! West Ham game is the next one up after this one. Kev's a closet Star Wars fan, confirmed. I am not. I worry that I might be if I ever actually give it a chance, which is why I don't give it a chance. I don't have space in my life for any other fandoms. I'm really annoyed that I've let Pokemon in. Completely by accident. Are we winning the league this year? Yeah, we are. We're like 13 points clear. I found a solid 6'7" striker. Nice. Arceus is fun. That's the problem. Pokemon have done 2 fun games back to back. And then when we were in Tesco the other day, I noticed the cards and thought, yeah, I'll have a look. And now they've got me. I don't Pokemon in, do you really mean Sheepdog? He's been streaming Football Manager. We're doing a role reversal. Am I winning the league next year as well? Well, we've beaten League One and Championship opposition on our FA Cup run. So I think there's a good chance we're going straight up to the Championship when we finally get out of non-league. In League 2 and enjoy it. I think you'd enjoy it if you ever gave it a try. Thanks. Pokemon TCG is a hell of a drug. Yeah, I'm starting to realise that. I've even where are they? I've even got a couple of the big cards that these ones. The ones that come in some of the box set things. I want to collect up a bunch of these literally just for a gag in a video. where I play a game with Anna and I give her only giant cards because she's only 5 foot tall. So it looks like she's... It would amuse me when we do it. I was doing Randolph's thing, but what is a Randolph? Do I play Pokemon Go? I haven't for a long time. I did for years. I did, but I've kind of drifted away from it in the last. Really, COVID killed Pokemon Go for me because I never, you know, I'm not going to sit and play it at home, and there's not a lot of Pokestops around my house. I can't like go out on a walk and do a couple of gyms and get some Pokestops. So yeah, the pandemic kind of killed Pokemon Go for me. But I did play it for years. I'm like level 35, 36, I think. Before they upped the level cap, didn't they? I wasn't a million miles away from 40 before it all changed. So yeah, I played it quite a lot. Randolph is a big YouTuber, 1 million plus subs, who has a Pokemon channel. Also streamed FM the other day. Oh, I think me and him should become friends. Is he the guy from Nottingham, actually? Now you've said that. I think I stumbled across one of his Pokemon videos the other day. And he had what seemed like quite a strong Nottingham-y accent. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I know who you mean. It was like watching Anna's Brothers on YouTube. Orion Dean, thank you very much for 2 months. Mates with the Sidemen. There we go. Now I know. But who knows? If I fall much deeper back into Pokemon, I might be playing Pokemon Go again. Who knows? Yeah, Anna's from Nottingham. Yes, and she's also a rapper. Oh, probably talking about the other guy. Yeah, Anna's a rapper. Get LOLLUJO on a Sidemen video. That would be great. I don't think either me or they would have any idea how to make that kind of collaboration work. I'm old enough to be their dad. Have IRL Leamington been in touch to sort out pitch parade when I get to the Football League? They keep asking me if I want to come down to a match. I'm like, yeah, when the weather's a bit better. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, so going into the West Ham game, we are 14 points at the top of the league, but Yeovil do have a game in hand. I mean, the fact we've got 85 points with 10 games remaining. There are years when 85 points would have been enough to win this league. I know I always go on about this, but we're surely already almost there. Though in recent years, obviously, there's always been a team over 100 points, but this year that team is going to be us. Watching the network game, I was trying to co-manage a football team on FM. It'd be a hilarious video. Oh, God, can you imagine? We'd end up killing each other. Good job we all live too far away from each other to do in-person collaborations. That was hydrate and a posture check. What's the bank balance pre-West Ham? Excellent question. Flipping heck. Minus 475,000. We've lost nearly 100 grand this month. Last time I checked, that was below 400. Fingers crossed it's a sellout and we clear the debt. The worry is there'll only be like 18,000 people there. And I mean, it will still be our biggest payday ever probably, but it's not going to get us back in the black. Need to go have real work in 30 minutes. Enjoy your real work. Right. Come on then. We're off to London town. We have quite a lot of tired players for this game. That's a bit of a worry. Keizu's suspended, so Gilks has got to start. Hughes is tired. Goodram's tired. Sherwood's tired. Brian was... I mean, this isn't ideal preparation, but we're just here for the experience. We're here for a nice day out in London. Did it say a 58,000 attendance? Where did it say that? Oh, I think there's someone at the door. I mean, this is tension, isn't it? One moment. It was only my Gusto box. Dinner's here. Hope you'll have them stay at the Premier Inn. Yeah, we'll stay at the Premier Inn. We've had dinner in the Westfield Food Hall. It's been lovely. Let's do a football. Look at it. It's so full. Where is that? Where are our fans? I want to see our bit. Oh, 58,500 people. Oh, my word. That's all we needed. Right, what's the best view to have a look at how many people are here and where we are? Can you see us anywhere? I want to know what corner we're in. Is that the best one? There used to be a view where you could get like an overhead but 3D. Does that not exist anymore? I thought that's what data analyst was. I thought data analyst was a proper overhead view, but this just seems like a slightly higher view. Get to a highlight. We shall. I'm just trying to enjoy the experience. Oh, that money. Ah, and an injury immediately. I mean, Karim Linton in midfield is not the answer. Jeff Kane is on. Bottom left is all yellow, is it? Awesome. Well, hopefully we get to see down in this corner a little bit. Have I slowed the highlights down now? No, it just feels really slow. We will just have a little look. Now we're in a highlight. Oh yeah, there we are. We've got this corner. How do people watch the game like this? This is insane. Zoom into like there. The new version of the dots. That is quite a cool view. Yeah, this is us, isn't it? Do it for those chaps down there, boys. That's what we want. Come on. Let's do a football. Look at that. That's our centre-back bringing the ball out of defence. Oh, imagine. 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 Oh. Oh, I cannot believe we're playing in front of 58,500 people. Why doesn't my skin show the away fans in the attendance? I mean, it's not a skin. It's just vanilla Football Manager. Ask the developers. I've never used a skin. What is this song? I don't think I've heard this song before. Checking it's still on the playlist. I think we've left the playlist. So we'll go back into the playlist and hope that that Now doesn't have to be edited out of the YouTube version of this. That was copyright music. That'd be a disaster. Right, Theodros, lovely stuff. There we are. Look, he's running towards the Leamington faithful. Theodros is in, but he's having a good game already. We've only got it scored against West Ham. Oh, ref, get your finger out of your ear. Oh, my word. Conte with that. I mean, that will forever be the biggest moment of his career. West Ham 0, Leamington. Anna's telling me to stop shouting. No, not at the moment. This is too important. It's the middle of the day. I can shout. Oh, goodness me. There we go. Get the ball clear. Okoronkwo again. Get it back to Theodros. He looks well up for it. I cannot believe we're winning away against West Ham. Brian Moore is shattered. The weird thing is, I don't think this is even on the telly, which is crazy. Brian Moore's got to come off. He's a broken man. 2 subs used already. Linton's on. Here we go then. That's the furthest a non-league team have ever got in the FA Cup. Boreham Wood are in the 5th round this year, aren't they? They got through, didn't they? Oh, is Chan getting sent off now? That's a little harsh. Ugh. Just leave things as they are. Actually, let's not be insane. Can Kane drop a little deeper? Just have him drop him back like that. And he can then do that. I mean, if this is how they have to beat us, then so be it. Imagine if we managed to beat them with 10 men. I mean, we're heroes regardless of what happens in this second half. Plus, we've cleared the debt with this match already. Oh, for goodness sake. Everything's going against us. 2 injuries in the first half. A red card and now a penalty against us. Ridiculous. This ref's been paid off. It's not the way that it should have gone. We don't want to see the replay. Yeah, Premier League bias. That's what we're seeing here. At least we've got the moral victory. We're coming out of this with all the honour. Oh, lovely save from Wooster. Right. I want to get Goodrum on, really. I think we're bringing Goodrum on for Kelly. Get our best player involved. It's very upsetting that it's happened the way it's happened. I think that's my doorbell again. Everyone wants to be involved in the West Ham game. I think Anna's going. Come on, boys. Find us an equaliser. It's not to be, but goodness me, did we give it a good... We gave it a good shot. The game conspired against us with the red card and the penalty. But to only lose by the one goal when one of them is a penalty that was outside the area. What a performance from these boys. Yeah, 2 injuries in the first half, a red card and a controversial penalty given against us. We'll leave with our heads held high and, more importantly... We've made over £1 million from that. We went into that £475,000 in the red. That is a setup for a while. Our gate receipts this month, nearly 1.4 million in the whole of last season, which, bear in mind, included 2 trips to Wembley. In the entirety of last season, we made 1.3 million. We've made 1.4 million this month from gate receipts. Very proud of the boys. Do we not get some prize money as well for getting through to that round? This season, do we only get it when you win a round? We've made 36,000 in FA Cup prize money this year, compared to nothing the season before. I assumed we'd get chucked a few quid for getting knocked out. Yeah, we've made 1.4 million this month. It's only the 9th. We've only played one other game, I think. 2 other games. They were both away, so we made no money from either of them. So that entire 1.4 million was our share from the West Ham game. I mean, our income last year, our total income for the club. Do we have a total income on here? Total income is at the top here. So total income last season was 2.3 million. We've just made 1.4 million from that match. We are set financially for a year or two, I think. What does it do to the projection? Even the I mean, it says it's all going to be gone by the end of the year. Let's not worry about it. Sherwood's out for a couple of months, which is not ideal. What a wonderful thing. It was all worth it. Imagine what would have happened if the ref hadn't have been biased. We'd have beaten them and got Man United away in the next round. We'd be signing Pele in the summer. Time to get the board to build us a shiny new stadium back in Leamington. That's not a bad shout. It's probably never going to be a better time to ask for something like that. See what they say. They can't blame money this time, can they? They've increased our retained transfer revenue without me even asking, which is nice. Ask for budget increases as well. We'll see what they say about this first. I'd be happy just with the new stadium. See what they've got to say. Build a stadium on 600k. Well, no, obviously they'd get a loan like all clubs do when they build a stadium. But now they can potentially afford a loan. Dominic Holman. I would love to keep him for another year. Look at that. What a man. Yes, we'll keep him for another year. Cambridge would also like to include a clause giving Leamington the option to buy the player for 375,000. Fine. I mean, we're never gonna enact that option, but yeah, fine. Put the option on there, Cambridge, you weirdos. Probably more chance of news about stadium upon promotion due to stadium requirements. Yeah. We should have a look in Non-League to Legend. See, despite the board's initial rejection of your request, we're willing to listen if you believe you can put forward a compelling case for it. Well, we need one. We don't have a stadium. We're no longer limited by anything, so I would like to revisit the idea of the club expanding the stadium. I'm no expert, but surely it makes sense to think that a large capacity... No, see, we just need it for... I'd like to put a new stadium. No. In order to compete with the very best. No, we don't want to compete with the very best. We need to look into developing our own stadium rather than continue to be stuck in a ground sharing situation, which is undeniably holding us back. That one. That is the one. Without a rather sizable increase in our fan base, moving to a new stadium could bring about more problems than it benefits. Should I get him with the lack of ambition? We're going to. We reject that notion. Shut your eyes. Every decision we take is with the club's best interest in mind. Yeah, I know, it's annoying. You must be aware the fans are behind me. Though the fans are happy with you, we feel that they'll be able to cope if we don't grant this request. Oh, we'll be left behind by some of the bigger clubs. We feel the club is operating at an acceptable level. Where's last season's ambition? This is really important. I'd really implore you to reconsider. With all due respect. Oh, they're idiots. I'm not going to threaten. I'm not going to pull a jack. Shall I leak it to the press? Oh, dear. Never mind. Right. What else can we spend this money on then? Hi, it's me again. Do I want more budgets or do I want some training facilities? Because our facilities are absolute bobbins. They are effectively non-existent. So I think that's probably more useful for us in the long... If this is a road to glory, this kind of stuff is more useful in the long term than having a little bit more money to spend now. Hey! So we're spending 95 grand on upgrading the training facilities and 85 grand on upgrading the youth facilities. Well, that's something. We're getting something. Paid for by West Ham. Lovely stuff. Now I don't think we can make any more requests for a while. Oh, maybe we can. Can I have some more transfer budget, please? See what they say. Oh, they haven't said anything yet. For as long as the bank balance is in the black, I'm just going to keep asking for everything. Give me the world. Probably should have asked for wage budget because we're over the wage bill. Right. Holman confirmed for next year. See, we're building next season's League 2 squad already. They've rejected. What's wrong with the club's present financial situation? We've got money in the bank. Can I have more wages then? How about improve youth recruitment? How about what else can I have? It's like flicking through the Argos catalogue at Christmas as a kid. What else can we have? Next season's transfer budget or junior coaching budget? Next season's transfer budget. That's what we really want. Are they fed up with me asking for stuff yet? I don't want to upset them too much. Badges. I've already got all my badges. Did them years ago. Yeah, badges are already done. Right. Back down to earth. It's the Fat Cup. We want to go back to Wembley again. And we're not going to be going there through the league because we're winning the league. I've decided. So if we want to go back to Wembley, probably for the last time in a while, we've got to win the Fat Cup. I've just noticed I've got the strikers the wrong way around. So let's just fix that. There we go. Boom. Where's the 58,000 people we used to playing in front of? I mean, this is a bit different, isn't it? Oh, yikes. Oh, not him. He's our former player. Our former captain has done us dirty. Keizu's picking up a knock as well. The wheels are off. It's all gone wrong. Captain Tavares is ruining us. We played West Ham. We lost 2-1. We were 1-0 up. But then we got 2 injuries in the first half, a red card, and gave away a controversial penalty and lost 2-1. But did make £1.4 million from doing it. So that was nice. Oof. Come on, we can't get knocked out of 2 cups in back-to-back weekends. That would be very upsetting. We're going attacking for the second half. Keizu's injured, so Gilks can come on for him. And we're going to go out there and do a football. Come on! Let's all do a football. Let's all do a football. Da 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 da. Please, can we do a football? Right, here we go. This feels like a football is being done. Oh, look at it. We're a good team. We're a very good team. Never mind. Oh, I feel drained after the West Ham game. I think the players probably feel the same. We came so close to something so heroic. And now we've had to go to Barrow for a cup competition we shouldn't still be playing in because we should have got promoted 2-3 years ago. He is becoming a real superstar, though. Theodros gets better and better and better. What a goal. Bang. Yeah, as Kenny says, if anyone is ever looking to buy some games, the 2-game code we got for FM does work on any other game on the site, which I do use from time to time. 10% off anything. It's only PC games they do, I think. But yeah, usually you can pick up a bit of a bargain over there if you're shopping for PC games. Right, it's time for Okoronkwo and Jeff Kane. We continue to attack because we're Leamington. Used it for 2 Point Academy. Is that, I mean, I'm asking and I'm assuming it's the people who made 2 Point Hospital. I've not heard of 2 Point Academy, but I am interested because I like 2 Point Hospital. I assume it's a similar thing. Well, there we go. Might have to have a little look. That feels like the kind of game that will fit beautifully on my Steam Deck when it eventually arrives. Build your own school. Sounds good. Out in May, looking forward to it. Cool. Hopefully it'll arrive just at the same time as my Steam Deck. That can be one of my early Steam Deck games. I'm on holiday in June, so if we can get that and a few games loaded onto it by then, that'd be perfect. What's also pretty useful is Okoronkwo grabbing his 14 for the season to keep us in the FA Trophy. Huzzah! On Game Pass as well. Nice. Well, realistically, I need it to be on Switch for me to play it. Switch or Steam Deck. Although Game Pass, presumably, I'll be able to play on the Steam Deck. Because it's a PC, isn't it? It's a little handheld PC. So, theoretically, I imagine Game Pass will run on it. It's going to be interesting to see how that works. I'm looking forward to the new Wii Sports game. No. Because Andy will love it. And we'll have to play it a lot. He loved the original one. Thank you for the bits, young Tobias. Attribute masking on or off, what do I prefer? I always play with attribute masking on. It's too easy with it off. I say always, in the network game it's off because the other three are cowards. Yeah, I always play with attribute masking on. Right, we're not getting an increase in wage budget. We're not getting improved youth recruitment. We're not getting an increase in next season's transfer budget. Basically, we got those couple of bits we asked for, and that's that. Is that the same thing Zealand said about you three? I mean, there's not a chance I would have wanted attribute masking off. It must have just been Jack and Ben pushing for it. Maybe Zealand's less of a coward, if that's what he said. I don't know how Zealand normally plays. But yeah, to confirm, I don't know why I'm looking at my own players. That doesn't help. Let's... Proving it to you. Got to prove myself now. Where am I going here? Go up to a different league. Pick a player. Show that we don't have the attributes for them. There you go. Boom. Attribute masking. Yeah. The network game, it makes sense since the transfer windows take ages. Anyway, I disagree. I think the transfer windows would be quicker without it. As in with it on. Because then you wouldn't have them rascals going through all these young players trying to find bargains that have got great attributes. You'd just get your scout reports in and go with whatever your scouts say, and it's quicker. As I proved, because that's how I did my transfers, and it was done really quickly. I'd finished all my transfers by the end of the first transfer window stream. Right, we've got Telford in the quarterfinal. Although it's not on the schedule yet, which is interesting. Same time without masking, there wouldn't be the legend of Boris. Yeah, but is that really that big of a loss? Sifting through scout reports is time consuming. Only if you sift through scout reports. I have a chief scout who does that for me. I literally just have to go to the scouted player screen, filter it by who's got the highest star rating, and buy one of those. Takes no time at all. Just come in here. Right, what have we got? I want a right back. Who's the best one? Oh, this guy. Okay, we'll take him. Boom. Done. It's that easy. How do I think Posh versus Reading will go? I saw a tweet that summed it up perfectly earlier. Hold on. This is what we're in store for this evening, boys and girls. Yep. I think that summed it up perfectly. Must be a nightmare to find the ball when it stops during blind football. Yeah, because it's got a bell in the ball, hasn't it? But yeah, once the ball stops, I'm not sure how you find it. So I'm confident. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll all be fine. I'm confident Posh are going to win the league next year. That's wrong as well. Why would we have Godwin as our Mazzala when we've got Theodros in the side? Makes no sense. Sometimes Quick Pick loses its mind. Here we go then. Leamington versus Grimsby. Winning the league, is that League One? Yeah. We'll win League One next year. And it'll be lovely. I'd much rather get relegated this year and promoted next year than narrowly avoid relegation this year and then spend next season in a relegation battle again. It's much more fun watching us get promoted. No, I'm not going tonight. I would have liked to, but firstly, I've got Amy coming over. I've got to go and pick her up after this, because this is the only night she could come over during half term. So I won't even be watching it on the telly. We'll be watching a film, I imagine. But also my butthole is not in a position to sit at a football match for 2 hours. I have listened to Dara's podcast on occasion. I don't listen a lot. He's a little bit sweary for my taste. What film will we watch? I'm not sure. We've been working through the Batman ones. So she watched the she hadn't seen any of the Dark Knight trilogy, so we've just finished watching those. So whether or not we move on to, I don't know, like Superman, something like that. She's seen all the Marvel ones. I might try and convince her that we should watch Eternals, because I've still not seen that. But she saw it at the cinema, so she probably won't want to. Watch the 80s Batman films. They are great. One of my first ever collections was Batman cards for the 1989 movie. Cards that came with the little strips of bubblegum. Eternals is a film. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't need to be great. I just need to watch it because I need all the continuity, don't I? Come on, boys and girls, let's do a football. We're going to go attacking. We just want to get this league wrapped up now. Start Reacher tonight. Heard it's great. Reacher's great. I watched the whole of Reacher in one day last week. And I was working all day as well. I streamed that day. And I still watched all of it in one day. It was just there while I was beavering away. It was great. I love Reacher. Right. Oh, I've messed up these substitutions. This isn't what I'm trying to do. That'll do. That works. My other half and I were watching Eternals on a train to London the other day. We watched half, and without saying a word to each other, we stopped it and put the Rookie on instead. Wow. What league am I in with Leamington? We're still in the National League. But not for long. We're going to go up as bleeping champions. I've read the books. I have. I've loved the Reacher books for years. The movies were trash, but the books are brilliant. It's the only book series where I am aware of when it comes out every year, and more often than not have it pre-ordered. And that day it pops up on my Kindle. It's like, oh, Reacher's here. And then it'll be done within like 2 days. Oh, that's an annoyingly good save. The movies would be fine if they weren't Jack Reacher films. Well, they were though, weren't they? So I was just expecting him to be Reacher, and he never was. But it was very sad. Someone took me on a date to watch Eternals. It really wasn't a good time. Oh dear. I can't not see a Marvel movie. I mean, I managed to sit through Thor: The Dark World. I can sit through any Marvel movie. I'll be fine. Right. We do have the quarterfinal scheduled in now. Okay. Diego Walsh. Fair enough. Bring Diego Walsh in then, whoever he is. Been released by Brentford, who paid 3.1 million for him after he played 2 seasons of League One football for Wigan. And this guy's just available on a free transfer. Look, if you think you can get him, Tom, you go get him. I suspect you ain't getting him. Unless we've had a massive increase in wage budget availability, which we haven't. What money are you offering this guy? Redeemed a posture check, but no posture was checked. Here we go. Sometimes I don't see them. It'll mean the end of Jeff Kane if we get that Walsh fella. I hope he's Asa Walsh's brother. That'd be brilliant. I need to check. Because that would be fantastic. Oh my God, we're going to sign him. I feel like there's a catch here. He's going to turn up and be rubbish, isn't he? There we go. There we go. Let down by his signing, but we'll wait and see what he can offer. I was hoodwinked by his past. The former Brentford player has yet to live up to the promise he showed at the start of his career. Yeah, you're telling me. Sometimes you just have to trust your director of football. How long is this contract? Only a year. Okay. How'd you get your director of football to sign players like that? You go to responsibilities, transfers, and I just have him set as initiating player signings. That way I still get to veto them if I don't want them. But he goes and finds me weird players that I wouldn't have noticed otherwise. Fire the director of football. No, he's generally still offering us a net positive. We've got to give this guy a try. Just because he's come in as a 2-star, current ability, 3-star potential doesn't mean that's what he is. My coaches might not be able to judge him properly because they're idiots. Never forget that the coaches are generally idiots. He might be a superstar. Let's face it, Brentford paid £3.1 million for him. So, and he played, you can't take away from the fact that he played 50 games in League One as a teenager. I mean, they were largely all substitute appearances, but still. Oh, God. Oh, God, what have I done there? For the narrative, I'm going to assume he's Asa Walsh's brother. There you go. His favourite personnel is former Peterborough defender Gregor Rioch, son of Bruce Rioch, who played for Posh in 1995. There you go. See, I remember him. I will hydrate. That's what happens when you don't play a single game for 4 seasons. Yeah. There you go. He's making another offer for somebody. He's trying to fix his mistake with another midfielder. Here, have another one. No, this one's rubbish. Not trusting you again immediately. How's the traffic today? Absolutely no traffic out there today. Bearing in mind it's bin day as well. This is crazy town. Right, come on, Diego. Get up on the bench. Let's see if you're any good. Swap those two over. That's for sure. Why is Wooster playing but injured? He's only a goalkeeper. What's the injury? He doesn't need a shin. He's a goalkeeper. He'll be fine. We're starting with an injured goalkeeper. We have no goalkeeper on the bench. This can't go wrong. Yeah, network game tomorrow, 7 p.m. as usual. I'll hopefully be less miserable this time because I don't have to sit through... I mean, I was going to say I don't have to sit through loads more matches of me struggling, but I will because we're only halfway through that run. I should never have qualified for the Champions League. Cut to 20 minutes in and him being injured. Yeah, I mean... Chris knows what to do if that's happened. I've set him up there. He knows how to use it. Theodros Kelly. Oh. Caffeine and debauchery. What a name. Thank you for the 3 months. So we're 14 points clear at the moment. We could really do with a win. We're struggling a little bit all of a sudden. So if we could win this one, that would be swell. Telford are down in mid-table. Come on, boys. Pretend we're playing away against West Ham. I know it's not in front of 58,000 people, but you'll find a way to not be useless, surely. Champions League didn't derail an honest legend. What's causing so much problems in the network game? The fact it's the World Cup in the middle of the season year. So the games are literally Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday. It's just too much football. Right, we're going to have a look at Diego Walsh. On he comes. His first game of football since he left Wigan as a teenager. Let's see if he's any good. Oh, what have I done there? More! Let's get Gilksy on. Walsh is already on a yellow card. He's going to get sent off on his debut and never play for us again, isn't he? It's going to be brilliant. He got booked within a minute of playing his first match in 4 years. When's the next non-East legend? 4 o'clock as usual. Always 4 o'clock. Apart from the weekend when it's 11 o'clock. Always 4 o'clock in the middle of the week. We don't miss days. There you go. Diego Walsh. See, now he's gone up to 5-star potential, probably. Maybe not. Do I think I'll leave Norwich? If the right job comes along, yeah. What's the next starting team? Won't know until the end of the season. Did I just see Peter in League 2? You did. Leamington might be better off on Earth 1 where they've been a football league team for many years. But Peterborough are definitely better off on Earth 1 as well. I took him to the Premier League. The AI took him to League 2. Would I leave Norwich for another Premier League club? Probably not at this point. I might have done a year before. I think at this point, probably not. No, I think if there's one more move in non-league to legend this year, I still really fancy the Dortmund job. I like the idea of going to Germany and toppling Bayern Munich. So if that comes up, plus there's the whole romance of sticking it to Schalke by winning the Champions League with Dortmund. Just constantly give them a reminder of what they could have won. So Dortmund really interests me. Or I don't know, I quite fancy going to Italy. I've not been to Italy in non-league to legend ever, I don't think. Have I ever been to Italy in non-league to legend? Love the idea that Earth 1 Kev's motivated 100% by Schalke's fight. Absolutely. And then the thing is, I've pretty much decided at this point that the series I'm doing next after non-league to legend is going to be a Schalke rebuild. I've got to make use out of all that stuff I bought. So, yeah, at the moment, I officially hate them. Before FM23 comes out, we're all going to love them. They're going to be the new Apollon. I probably wouldn't go to Bayern, no, because I think going to a mega club like Bayern, Barcelona, Real Madrid, I think there's not much of a challenge. I've made that mistake in non-league to legend before. Once it becomes Expedition of Gold territory, and you just go into a club, win the Champions League the first year and move on. There was that spell, was it last year or the year before, where we won the Champions League like 3 times in 4 years with Bayern, Barcelona and Manchester United, and it's just like, I don't need to. Everyone can do that. I don't think there's much fun to doing that. It was nice taking Vermonti around from club to club and keep winning it with him. But the idea, I really do fancy the Dortmund job. I feel like I've got unfinished business in Germany. And plus, because of the way the prize money is structured in Germany, once you can topple Bayern, you become very, very rich very quick. There's definitely the potential to become a real European mega power with Dortmund. My missus is listening as I watch today. She said this don't sound like miserable Benji. Absolutely, I'm not miserable Benji. I'm delightful Kev. Is he really miserable? He's a lovable goose. Come on, let's do a football. Please, for the love of all that's holy, try and learn German name pronunciation. Sincerely, a German. I mean, I would argue, on the flip side of that, perhaps people in Germany should just start pronouncing things the way I do. I don't really see why I should be the one to change when the whole of Germany could just change instead. To me, it seems easier to just go down that route. It would certainly be easier for me if everyone just accepted I was saying stuff right and the Germans were saying it wrong. Oh, Hughes is in. When was the last time we scored a goal? Immediately before I said that. That's when. Beautiful. Kev planning a trip to Benidorm with that philosophy. Absolutely. Look, I'm British. I'm a white British man who's nearly 40. He's middle class. Obviously I'm scum. Yeah, one adaptability for a reason. Normally French people be, oh my word. You get a proper standoff with me and the French. I'm all right once I get to Disneyland because they all talk English there. But on the way, some of the service stations and like petrol stations, coffee places on the way, supermarkets. I stop. Bear in mind, it's only a 3-hour drive. I stop a lot on the way to Disneyland. And it's like a proper standoff. I think the woman was trying to offer me a bag. She wouldn't speak any English. I wouldn't speak any French. Now, I'm not expecting that she should be able to speak English, but I bet she can speak a bit, just like I can do a bit of French. I'd been doing French on Duolingo for like 6 months before, but you can be damn sure I wasn't going to make a fool of myself in a shop by doing bad French. So I just did English. Can I have a bag, please? She says something unintelligible in French. She's probably offering me a bag. And it just went back and forth. It was wonderful. Love to hear you talking French. If we get to £2,000 in the charity pot today, I'll talk some French. Oh, we've just won a penalty, I think. We have won a penalty. Memorize is so much better than Duolingo. I'm not familiar with that one. Duolingo I used because I tweeted it out and a load of people signed up using my introductory link and it gave me like 15 months for free. $15 points clear at the top of the league now. Football League, here we bloomin' come. Now we've got to try and break the National League points record. Finally get one over on Notts County. Can we be caught? Yeah, it's still just about. The team behind us got a game in hand. I think they've got 7 games left. And we're only 15 points clear. We'll have secured promotion before the end of the stream. We might not get to the end of the season today, but we'll secure promotion today. And then when will I be streaming this again? It's network game tomorrow. No stream Friday. I feel like there might not be a stream Monday either, and I can't remember why. Oh no, there is a stream Monday. So it'll be Monday. We'll finish the season and get stuck into League 2 transfers. Yeah, streaming is going to be a little bit all over the place next week because we've got lots of Andy meetings now as we're getting to the end of his schooling and trying to work out what the next plan is. So we've got meetings for him on Tuesday and Friday next week, and he's getting a new bed delivered on Thursday. So we might be a little bit... It might be a while before you see me playing League 2 for the first time. What are Doncaster doing in the National League? Typical Doncaster things. Same as everybody else, getting stuck down here, unable to escape. How did the FA Cup game go? We nearly won. We nearly won it. Oh, we have that over there. What, in Doncaster? The heart of Lincolnshire. Kev, if you go on one of these shows, which one will it be? MasterChef or Bake Off? Well, I don't bake, but I can cook, so it'd have to be MasterChef. Baking's too scientific for me. Come on, Diego, get yourself back on the bench. That being said, I've not watched MasterChef since Lloyd Grossman presented it, so I don't know how it's different from how it was back then. Does Lloyd Grossman still present it? We did a football. Baking is silly, half of it's decorating, and decorating is stupid. Agreed. It was Lloyd Grossman who did through the keyhole as well, yeah. Lloyd's too busy making pasta sauce in jars. I imagine he's using all that MasterChef experience to do it. It's Greg Wallace. See, I don't know who Greg Wallace is. I've heard the name, but I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's the bald one or the one whose hair looks like a hat out of the two that do MasterChef. He's the bald one. Okay. Yeah, I've never watched it with them doing it. I am a big Bake Off fan. Never miss Bake Off. He does all the factory visit shows. I don't even know what that means. Remember, I don't really watch TV. Greg's the buttery biscuit. I don't know what that means. Greg Wallace is a national treasure. He wears helmets when there's not a speck of hair on his head. Oh, hair nets, not helmets. Okay, I was going to say, I don't think hair protects you from falling debris. Factory visit shows you how things are made. I'm all right not knowing. If I watched all these shows you lot talk about, I'd have no time to make any content. He's on his 4th wife, is he? Sounds like he's not as nice as you lot are making out then. Anyone who's had 4 wives has clearly got some fairly fundamental personality problems. Buttery Biscuit Base was an auto-tune song made out of his lines on MasterChef that went around the internet a while back. Okay. What about someone with 2? 2 just means you made a mistake and then fixed it. That's fine. 2, having had 2 wives shows you you're capable of admitting you were wrong and that you learn from your mistakes. Having 4, I mean, he's what? He can't be older than 50, surely. He's not giving any of them a chance, unless he's like, you gotta give him like 10 years. Is he just married constantly? That's number 2 is worse than number 1. Well, then that's starting to indicate some poor judgment. At that point, if number 2's worse than number 1, then at that point you probably shouldn't be looking for a number 3 because you're probably just going to get it wrong again. Just give it up at that point. He's 57. Okay, he's got a good moisturizer then. Have I just made 3 substitutions in one go? Before half time, because I wasn't really paying attention. Tremendous. Haven't done that one for a while. What was Henry VIII then? A maniac. Maybe he enjoys the event of marriage. He can go to other people's weddings. I've only had one wife. Anna's had 10 years of engagement while I do my due diligence, so I don't make a second error. I don't think Henry VIII should be the barometer. Yeah. Come on! Lovely work from Keizu. And we're gonna do another football. Yeah, we're comparing Greg Wallace to Henry VIII. That's what you've missed this afternoon. That's the kind of content we've got here today. It's bin day. We made £1.4 million in the FA Cup. We're going to get promoted to the Football League. This Football Manager lark is easy. What an easy game this is. Cruise control. I'm sitting back. I'm relaxing. Nary a care in the world. Oh, I've already made my substitutions. I remember. I did that in the first half. Because I wasn't paying any attention. What about the same wife 4 times? That just indicates that you're both nutcases. Imagine marrying someone and then divorcing them and then marrying them again and continuing on that cycle. Oh, look. Chili cheesies. Yum, yum, yum. Afternoon snack. Still not a sponsor, but apparently they are sending me some. But they haven't. These are the ones we paid for. Yummy. Mmm. Cheese-tastic. Any damage from the storms? No sign of storms here yet. Although apparently they are coming. Got to drive to Peter and back in a bit. My mum and dad married each other twice and have now been divorced twice. I don't understand. My friend's parents married 3 times. Why? That's just a lot of money wasted. Keep getting married and divorced. To be fair, if they hadn't got married the second time, I wouldn't have been born. It's probably for the best then. Is there any real point in marriage except tax exemptions? It helps with inheritance as well. Like, if I didn't have a will and died, Anna would get nothing. It would all go to my kids. Whereas if you're married, it automatically goes to your spouse. Right. I like chili cheese. They're quite nice. It's the quarter-final of the Fat Cup coming up, boys and girls. You aren't painting a good picture for marriage, everyone. I'm getting married in September. Well, here's a positive spin. My marriage cost more than my divorce. I think that's right. The chili's not particularly strong, no. It's pretty nice, though. It has a bit of a spicy aftertaste. We could win the league in the next game. That would be lovely. Had to pay for the marriage to get the divorce in the first place. That's true. I never even saw any evidence of my divorce. We didn't get lawyers. We just did it ourselves. And I never got a certificate. I assume we are divorced. I had to pay money. And she's since got married again. So I'm pretty sure there is a certificate. I've just never seen it. We have an agony aunt session with Kev. I feel like you've been so much about actually being able to help people with things. Yeah, but my brain works differently to most people's. Advice that was good for me would be terrible for a lot of people. If she's married, then I am divorced. Exactly. I do question what would happen. I assume you can get evidence of these things way after the event. It's like more than 10 years ago we got divorced. I do wonder what would happen if she died and then I wanted to get married. I'd have no one to ask for the certificate from. I've never had one. But then I suppose if she's dead, it doesn't matter anyway. Keep forgetting to swap these two around. Actually, no, that is how we want them. We always want Hughes furthest forward and Theodros furthest forward. We should leave you the certificate in her will. I've never mentioned to her that I've not had one. I used to see. This is what I mean. I'm not that bothered about detail. I assume it went through because she got married again. Do I often think about my ex-wife being dead? No. That's right. Yeah, exactly. It'll be on a public record somewhere. solicitor involved. There was no solicitor involved. Contrary to popular belief, you don't need a solicitor to do a divorce. You can do it all yourself. So we did. Hey, we need a football. I think you should be able to get that from the tax authorities. I don't know that they'd have a copy. Decree absolute will be registered at the local council. Well, there you go. Am I telling you I'm getting married to Anna soon? No. No, no, no. I thought we scored a goal. Was it disallowed? Unacceptable. Did you fill up the forms, sign, submit yourself? Yeah. But I didn't keep copies of any of the forms or anything. In fact, I filled them in and gave them to her. I think she sent it through. You should have a decree. No, I've got nothing. I mean, if it turns out I'm not divorced, I'm not the one who broke the law by getting married again. Now they've had a goal disallowed. Get Diego on again. We're going to make him good. We're forcing Diego Walsh. We're going to make him good. Got cheese in my teeth now. Oh, blimey, that was a bit wild from Okaronquo. Did she change her name back from Mrs. She did, yes. What a goal! See, the brother of Asa. Well, in my head, Diego Walsh is the brother of Asa Walsh, yes. He's officially not in game. But as far as I'm concerned, he absolutely is. I think the sort of English parents who name their kid Asa are just as likely to name their kid Diego. Two good old English names, Asa and Diego. No, I've never been higher up the leagues with Leamington. In non-league to legend, we left before they got promoted to the Football League. Asa Walsh with a new hat on. I'd take that. Once had two youngsters coming through my academy in 2 years called Dylan and Daniel Donaldson. Not related, just weird. That's great. Right. So this next game we can win promotion, can we? As well as getting into the semi-final of the Fat Cup again. When was the last time I was sacked on FM? Schalke. So, January. Apparently both Asa and Diego are Hebrew names. Are they, by golly? Let's see if Asa Walsh exists in this world. Asa Walsh is at Feyenoord. Having come through at Sheffield Wednesday. Born, dubbed the new David Platt. Well, I never. Born in Rotherham. Let's just check in on Diego. Where is he? Why can't I find him? There he is. He was born in Wigan. I mean, so he's born in Wigan in 2005. Asa Walsh born in Rotherham in 2008. It's conceivable they're brothers. Oh, he's on loan from Arsenal. Okay. It's conceivable that those two are brothers. Pedro Luis is at Bayern Munich. We've already checked in on him. My name's Diego and I'm from Wigan. Yeah. Have I ever sabotaged a player or a club? No, I'm a kind-hearted chap. I don't do sabotage. We don't need to see the draw. We can beat any of these rascals. Yeovil are second in the league, aren't they? Oh, that should have been the final. So we're going to ruin Yeovil's season twice over. We're going to deny them the Football League and deny them a trip to Wembley. Where's Tipple? That's a good point. He was the other one we were going to check. Etienne Tipple. Tottenham, where he was before we signed him. So he came through at Coventry. I didn't realise we had the Coventry link. Oh, he's from Brighton. Came through at Coventry, went to Tottenham. Should have gone to Norwich by now, but apparently hasn't. Who was the player 2 non-league legends ago that you sold every time you got to a new club and he was there? I can't remember. I do remember doing it, but I don't remember who it was. Someone will remember. Yeah, the Colombian Catamol. Yeah, he was following me around. It was always at a club when I arrived there because he was following me. And I would always sell him. Made a lot of money off that boy. Should probably be... I'm not going to take anyone on trial. The season's all but over. We can just scout these guys for now. We don't need to be signing new players at this stage. Just get them shortlisted. Get a scout report on them. It's all that's needed. Declan McGrath wants more game time. Well, he's never going to play for us anyway, so who cares? Almost became a rule that whenever you sold Catamol, it would be my next club. Yeah, I think that was a rule. Didn't he go from Spurs to Bayern to Barcelona? But then I don't think he went to Manchester United. Oh, Holman's out for 6 months. That's not good. As a Coventry fan with a decent youth setup, but even across, say, 10 years, I always struggle to promote from within. Weird. Coventry's just a weird place. Anywhere that can make Matt Godden look like a championship footballer is a weird place. Of all the strikers Posh have had in the last 10 years, he was one of the worst. Yeah, he's the one knocking goals in the championship. It baffles me. I sold Matt Godden in my stream save as absolute trash. See, that's wise. I think it's just more an indication of how bad Posh are that he scored 2 against us the other week. Matt Godden was a hero of my FM18 touch switch team. Well, in that case, I changed my mind all about him. When you did Barcelona save, did you constantly have B team players come to you and complain? No, I would just sell them. Remember, I was looking to sell everybody. So if someone wasn't happy, they got sold to balance the books. There was no point keeping anyone around who didn't want to be there. Just sell them, sell them, sell them. Right, here we go. Promotion to the Football League incoming. I hope we're all excited. We're finally heading for the promised land. Come on! Nios is injured, but he can stay on. He wants to be part of the promotion party. There you go. He's going to score the goal. This is why we keep him on. Bah. Bah. How did we got on at West Ham? We almost won. And we got £1.4 million for the pleasure. What's the plan with the upset players at Keverton? Bin them off. Bin them off. Oh, lovely work from Hughes there. Oh, and he's there again. He's so fast. How is he that fast? That showed everything that was great about Hughes in that move. This was brilliant. Lovely work there. Unlucky there. But then whoosh. Beautiful. Can you give me a short-term save idea? Schalke. It'll last you about 8 episodes. Who's the big signing that finally made a league-winning team? Hughes, I guess. Although realistically, we're no better now than we have been for the last 3 or 4 years. We've just had the luck this year. Yeah, Hughes is one we took a big risk on. He's earning a lot of money, but he's so quick that we knew he'd score goals in this system. And he's demonstrating it again today with goal number 29. My wife and I are considering moving to the UK in the future. Got any tips on what we shouldn't do? Shouldn't move to the UK? I don't know. Do you like being able to get stuff? Because Brexit made that impossible. If you like stuff, don't come here. You won't be able to get it. But don't worry, inflation's through the roof, so that's good. Do you like really high energy bills? Yeah, there's that as well. There's loads of perks, really. Do you like it when your energy bills double in a year? Do you like not being able to get things? Do you like... One of my favourite things about living in the UK is, you know, when you see announcements for things like iPhones or PlayStations or anything that you get excited about, where they do the announcement in America and they show you the price in dollars. My favourite thing about the UK is to save confusion when that thing's available to buy here. All they do is take the dollar sign off and put a pound sign on, and they don't change any of the numbers. That's great. We love that here in the UK. We get to pay more for everything. Yeah, there's someone at the door. That's why you can hear Dave. Yeah, well, it's all being dealt with, you know. You know it's being... What? Yeah, but you know it's being dealt with.
Yes, but it's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
This is ridiculous.
I'll sort it after the stream. Sounds much like Germany overall. Yeah, but the crucial thing that you have in Germany that we don't have in the UK is fancy a trip to France. We want to buy something from France, sorted. You can just go. Whereas we're not even in the same continent anymore. Trying to buy my desk got stuck in Belgium for 8 days. because of Brexit. I mean, how does it take 8 days? I could walk here from Belgium in 8 days. We might win the title here. Well, let's focus in on this then, rather than... I mean, Chris, edit that. We've just trashed the UK throughout the entirety of our title-winning match. Fix it, Chris. Make it seem good. We haven't won the league. It's fine. Difference is in Germany, the desk would have been stuck in Germany for 8 days. Can't think of any reason to move from Germany to the UK. I can think of one. How many Germans have we got in before I say this? The one obvious good reason for moving from Germany to the UK. Just want to get some decent sausages. I mean, that's what we've got over Germany. Decent sausages. Good old Lincolnshire sausage. Streamer banned for controversial sausage statement. If I ever do get banned from Twitch, that's exactly the reason I want to be banned for. Their beer is better. I don't drink beer. I do eat sausages. Spanish are better than both England and Germany. Spanish sausages are dirty. Oh, there you go, Chris. Edit that out. Spanish sausages are dirty. I'll do it again. Can't beat a British sausage. Do I look Spanish to you? Exactly. Put me a Lincolnshire sausage in my paella. I'd love that. We've won the league. I don't like chorizo. I'm a Lincolnshire man. I'm a Lincolnshire boy. I have to favour the Lincolnshire sausage. We've won the league! We didn't get to celebrate with a title, though, because we played our matches before everybody else. The budgets are there. We'll have a look at the budgets in a second. We're just soaking this all in. Oh, soak it all in. Soak it all in. We are a Football League team, finally. Budgets. It's budget o'clock. You look first and tell me if it's good. Is it good? Am I going to like it or not? The current budget was no transfer budget, 24k wage budget. So what I want to be on screen right now, I don't care if, I don't mind no transfer budget. We don't need transfer budget. What I want is like 40,000 in wage budget. That would be super duper. All right, I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna look at the chat first. Oh God, the chat doesn't seem very positive. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, because once we do that, that's pretty much exactly what I said I wanted. Yeah, that's fine. We can work with this. That's title winning money. Because we don't need to do much to this squad. This squad's good enough to win League 2 already. We'll just bring in a few more 5-star potential players to push for first team spots. We don't need to go out and buy first team players. Yeah. Oh, I'm praised by the supporters. Lovely. Am I on the favoured personnel list? Oh, I'm their number one icon. Iconic Kevin Chapman. That's what they call me. Border happy. Andy Smith's happy. Apparently he wanted to leave. I mean, I wouldn't have missed him. I mean, to be fair, he's on a 7.58 this season. The board are happy. Everyone's happy. Hooray! I mean, that's worrying the way that's going down as quickly as it is. But this is excellent. We can work with that for sure. We are going to, I mean, we don't need our own stadium. What we are going to need is a different stadium, because the rules of League 2 say it has to have a 5,000 capacity and a minimum 2,000 seated. What we've got at Butts Park at the moment is 4,000 capacity. We've got the 3,000 seats, but only the 4,000 capacity. It's not our ground, so we can't add an extra 1,000 seats on. So we're obviously not going to build a new ground in time for next season, so it's going to be a different ground share. Now, obviously, the sensible one is stay in Coventry and go to the Rico, but I imagine that's too big for what we need. Is that what it's called now? Coventry. Not Connor Coventry. Coventry. Oh, the Coventry Building Society Arena. There's not a chance we're going there. There's no way we're going to ground share a 32,500 capacity all-seater that it costs them £250,000 a year to rent. We're paying £23,000 a year to rent Butts Park, which is really cheap. That's cheaper than it's probably cheaper than a 3-bed house in Leamington. That's pretty reasonable. So we're going to be further afield. We're going to go even further away from Leamington. How big's Kidderminster's ground? We could go to Kidderminster. That would work. I think Kidderminster's the obvious one. Seating requirements, 2,000 seats, I think we just saw. So yeah, Kidderminster would work. Walsall which is nearer to Leamington, Walsall or Kidderminster? Jeez, look how much rent they're paying. We ain't going there. That's exorbitant rent. How much were Kidderminster paying for theirs? Oh, they own theirs. Yeah, the Subbuteo Stadium in Northampton's a good shout. Poxy little Subbuteo ground. What about Nuneaton? How big's Nuneaton? Oh, no seats. No seats. Be interesting to see where we end up. Let's wait and see. I guess we'll find out at the end of the season. It'll be MK. It always is. Oh, I'm not going to MK again. Butts Park only has a capacity of 4,000. You need 5,000 capacity for the league. That's why we're not going to stay there. Well, apparently we're getting new staff, but there's no room for bringing in anybody. Oddly, in real life, Leamington are building a 5,000 seater. Yeah, they won't in game. I wonder if they will now. Or am I not able to? Oh, here we go. I mean, it's not our stadium to expand. Let's see what they have to say about this. Are we going to pay to expand Butts Park, even though it's not our ground? Someone's saying Solihull Moors because they're in League 2 already. Well, they're bottom of League 2. Oh, they've literally just built a new ground. So that one would be the logical one, I guess. 7,000 all-seater in Solihull. That's not a million miles from Leamington, is it? I think Solihull's a good shout. Right, Tyler Goodrum obviously gets a new contract. He's out of contract at the end of the year. He is a hero. Doesn't even want to pay. He wants a pay cut to play in the Football League. Oh, he's Mr. Leamington. Imagine being that good for that long. Finally getting to the Football League and saying, you know what, boss? I'm so happy to be here. I'll take a pay cut. I just want to be a part of this project. What a man. Muller, on the other hand, I think we probably let go. He's also been here 4 years, never really established himself. It would be nice if the game gave you an option to pick and an option to negotiate rent. You say it would be nice, but that's not something the first team manager's going to be involved in real life, is it? That's getting a bit too video gamey and not simulation-y enough. As the manager, I'm having no say in where we play next year. Right. Oh my word. My director of football's offering money for a 31-year-old left back. Might be time to sack him. Jake Taylor, another 31-year-old left back. What is this? Has he got a fetish or something? Now he wants a 17-year-old right back on loan. I mean, we'll take him. This will be fine. I mean, I don't know why that's just happened, but there you go. We have a new right back. Who's in on loan until the end of this season. What an unnecessary thing to do. I suppose Nyos did get injured. What is happening? Suddenly we've got wage budget and the director of football's lost his mind. No, I don't want any more of your dross. Calm down. It was deadline day. That makes a little bit more sense. So we were promoted and had next season's wage budgets before we'd even secured promotion. Before the deadline had even passed, sorry. That's pretty cool. Tom Saunders. Who the hell is Tom Saunders? Ooh, 33 grand. That's a bit steep. Mutual termination. Try that. Just dismiss him. Dismiss him. You're done, son. You are done. Right. Sack the director of football. We'll review in the summer. Seems a bit harsh to sack anybody when we've just got promoted. Did we release him or... No, apparently not. I don't understand how mutual termination works, clearly. I assumed I would get offered a price and then I could choose whether or not to pay it. And the board are not going to expand the stadium. This is going to be interesting going into next season. I don't think they've thought this through. So, the job for the rest of the season get back to Wembley, win the Fat Cup for the second year in a row. And then get ready for transfers. We've probably got time to squeeze a couple more matches in before the end of today's stream. Before we get stuck into non-league to legend at 4 o'clock. And we're going to have a jolly good time doing it. That's the best time to set this rep to football. You were barely good enough for non-league. No way I'm taking you to the league. Or his argument would be, look, we got here together. Trophy ceremony too. I don't think you get a trophy ceremony if you get promoted off camera. Unless that's changed in the game this year. I'll level with you. I've not won a lot of leagues this year on FM22. But say on FM21, if you win a league, if you win the league when you're not playing, you didn't get a trophy ceremony. Thank you for making cooking more enjoyable for me. I watch your videos in the kitchen every evening for 2 years. That's awesome. Well, they changed it a couple of FMs ago. Maybe they did. Shows how often I win the league. Next home game. So it won't be today anyway. We're not taking the trophy to Barnet. Come on, now we've got to break Notts County's points record. We want 109 points. Is it mathematically possible? I do always win the playoffs. That's a good point. Won the league with Doncaster, never had the ceremony. Yeah, it's been a thing forever in FM. Brogdon's playing his first game in goodness knows how long and he's picked up an injury. The boy is having no luck. However, on the left-hand side, Chiesa has got in behind here. Up. Let's all do a football. Let's all do a football. Where's this new right back? Why is he not on the bench? Whose idea was this? Oh! You can only match it with 108. And we're going to balls that up today as well. Come on, we've got to win the league in style. None of this scraping through with less than 100 points. We want to keep this record going. The next FM, I wish they put some code in so you can talk to the media with a microphone. Why on earth would you want to? I had to go to a real work meeting as the West Ham Leamington game kicked off. What was the score and how much money did we make? We lost 2-1. We were 1-0 ahead. But then we got 2 injuries in the first half. At the start of the second half, we got a player sent off and then gave away a penalty, which West Ham equalised with. And then they went on to win 2-1. But we made £1.4 million in gate receipts from that game. So I'll take that. I'll take that as a positive, really. All in, that'll do. If we'd have stayed with 10 men, if the ref hadn't been biased, it was a contentious penalty as well. First casualty of the Storm Royal ever. Wheelie bin has just been blown down. Oh, my word. Not the wheelie bin. My bin's probably still out. Hope my bin's not blown away. Don't know what I'd do. I love that bin. Come on, boys. Posture check. There we go. Oh, straight in the back up. Lovely stuff. Well, we win the league, then we immediately lose. That seems about right. Oh, no, we do get the ceremony. We get the ceremony. We're having the ceremony in Barnet, inexplicably. How many Leamington fans travelled to Barnet to celebrate with the trophy? We've only gone and won the National League. Look, the hive is buzzing. Come on. Oh, look at that little dance. That looks nothing like me. That is not me. Who the hell? That's me. Who the hell is that guy? See, I'm there again now. Who the hell was that fraud? Stood on the stage. Why did I stand at the side? Who was the guy in the suit? What just happened? I don't understand what's just gone on. I need clips. I need to be able to study that. It was the director of football. Oh, it better not have been. I need to check him. What sort of hair's he got? Where is he, the scumbag? No, it wasn't him. He's got a beard and hair. What's my assistant manager look like? I bet it was him. I bet it was him. Was it not a National League representative? I don't care. Someone's getting sacked. It was the owner. Better not have been the owner. Why am I not even on the stage? Noah Brogdon is never going to make it, is he? 20 years old. Finally gets an appearance and it rules him out for the rest of the season. I think he's done. Didn't realise how tall you were until I stumbled upon your blogs. There's a lot of me. There is a lot of me. Disappointed the horse wasn't there, weren't we all? Manager's not on the stage, FM22. I mean, the game's literally called Football Manager. Why would they not put the manager on the stage? Let's check the Wonder Kids list, see if there's anybody we recognise from non-league to legend. I imagine we're now at the point where anyone young enough to be a Wonder Kid doesn't exist in the Norwich universe. Although, he says that. There's McKaylee. Not moved to Manchester United. There's Ansa. Not gone to Bayern Munich. Any more? Don't think there's any more. Oh, Palace Goddess is there. Who we had at Peterborough. Fries is there, who we signed for Schalke. He's gone to Inter. And there we have it. You know what happens if you constantly criticize the refs? You probably get a touchline ban like you always did before. Would be my guess. There's not many of these that need their contracts renewing. I think we're going to wait until the end of the season to work out what we're going to do there. How's Pedro Luis doing? He was at Bayern Munich earlier in the season as a fringe player. I'm trying to work out what season this is compared to where we are in Norwich. So what year is it in Norwich at the moment? If it's 2030 in this save, I feel like we're 2 years behind Norwich. Maybe? Does that seem right? Club have offered me a new contract. You what? Where? I don't see a new contract. Oh, I ignore that. Yikes. Good job you lot are here. I just completely... Gareth, sorry for ignoring you for 2 days, but I hear you were on my stage. Yes, please, I'll have a new contract. How old is Tammy Abraham? Excellent question, because we know he's 35 for Norwich. So he is 30. So we're 3 years behind Norwich. Okay. Oh, blimey. Almost messed up. My contract would have just expired at the end of the season. I'm like, well, why didn't they ever offer me one? I can't believe it lets you continue past that message. Gareth does have the right hair for the person on the stage. Yeah, Gareth's a scumbag. Scummy old Gareth. That's what we call him. Excited crowd for the National League game, eh? So Butts Park has an expansion capacity to 7,000. So, I don't know. Can you buy grounds off of other clubs in Football Manager? Could we buy Butts Park and expand it? Surely we're not going to expand another club's stadium. That makes no sense. Right, can we have more money, please? Just got us promoted to the Football League. We can give you some more money. Gareth, how's your medal? Did you enjoy your time on the stage? Stealing my limelight, you swine. Yeah. I'll do. New contractor clock. Beautiful. I've just noticed the time. I think we're probably going to call the stream before this next match because I don't think we're going to have time to get it played before Non-Elite Legend at 4 o'clock. So we're going to pick up again on Monday from where we are here because tomorrow is network game. 7 o'clock start tomorrow, network game stream. And then no stream on Friday because I'm finally going to be setting up my new desk. So we're back on Monday at around lunchtime-ish to finish the season off, do our summer transfers, and get ourselves into the Football League. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful thing. What is the network game? It's a lovely time. That's what the network game is. You should come along and be a part of it. We'll decide what we're going to do with those boys on Monday. Thank you for watching, folks. Don't forget to head straight over to YouTube, watch Non-Elite Legend at 4 o'clock, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for the network game. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.